Welcome and hello, everybody. We are live again on another live stream where we create content for the Web 3.0 community to create easy to learn Web 3.0 content that everybody can understand from experts in the space. Today, we are talking with Vishesh, founder of Predict 88. And we're going to be talking about something really, really interesting. We're going to be talking about play to earn. So play to earn is a big topic in the Web 3.0 space. Everybody, when they think about play to earn, they think about mainly games and they think about NFTs and they think about maybe Ponzi schemes. So today we're going to demystify this topic. We're going to talk with an expert that is building a platform in this space and that is going to tell us how business models are created around play to earn, what he's doing in particular that is adding value in the space. And also we're going to discuss about any potential other play to earn platforms that we should keep an eye out on and that can be on our radar because there could be potentially a great project to get in on early. Awesome, Vishesh. Thank you so much again for joining it, taking the time for this interview, and for wanting to do this with me. I leave the floor to you. Maybe if you want to introduce yourself, tell us maybe a little bit about what you're doing, and also introduce Play to Earn for everybody, because I think you would be the best to introduce Play to Earn and how it works.
Thanks for having me here. So I'm Vishesh. I'm founder of Predict 888. So I'm building Web3's first prediction market with real odds. It's a combination of iGaming and an option trading, where we are building that pay to earn kind of a game on the option trading. As he said about the monetization of the revenue, the previously play to earn only symbolize the casual gaming, or you talk about the metaverse, but actually the play to earn is not a new concept. This is the concept, it's a 10-15 years old concept that come from the real money gaming background, where user has to pay something to make a profit on top of that. But right now, in the blockchain space, you guys have seen a lot of things like Axie Infinity and Decentral and a lot of metaverse where they have in building a lot of things. But if
Just,
we talk,
just
yeah.
a second, because this is really interesting what you're saying. So you're basically saying that, well, actually, play to earn is a very old concept, but right now it has been popularized with the use of metaverse and kind of these blockchain games that make play to earn. Why is that so? Why, I mean, why are we just hearing about mainstream play to earn right now, and why hasn't it been bigger previously?
So basically, what is play to earn? You have to play to earn something. That means
Mm.
there's a game you need to play in. You talk about any of the card gaming, poker, you talk about any type of cricket fantasy or iGaming sports. What are you doing in the Web2 space? You are playing that game to earn something on top of that. But right now, this fancy word come in that it should be only be built in the metaverse. If you just deep dive into the metaverse thing also, everyone know Decentraland, most of the revenue come from the real money gaming tables. That's called poker. Ice poker is one of the biggest revenue generation for the metaverse as well. And the poker is not a new thing. This is the concept which is running from last many years. But the way the market is evolving, what I have seen when the industry is evolving, there's always the monetization of the games is being done. Right now there's only one the gaming thing in the metaverse. There can be tons of things. Let's say you need to you let's we talk about the example of GTA. Everyone know GTA, everyone know PUBG. So what is that? You are actually playing something, but against that you are getting nothing. Against that you are playing with the virtual token that you can't redeem. But with the help of Web3, you can actually use that, I would say, those NFTs or those tokens to utilize somewhere else as well. So it's a mixture of, I would say, the concept is not the new concept, because I have been running such businesses from last 5 to 7 years, and the concept is not new. It's an older concept, but right now this concept has been come up with a new industry that we call blockchain metaverse.
This brings maybe another question from my side. So you said that this is an old concept and it's associated with the blockchain, so that's why it's exploding. Now it's also often associated with uh, that you can start for free. Now, is that mostly true? Why is that mostly true in the blockchain space, but not outside of the blockchain space? Because if we look at, I mean, any kind of play to earn that is not on the blockchain, you need some kind of initial capital to start playing. But in the blockchain, sometimes in some platforms like Titan or some platforms, you can start for free and then grind, 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 and eventually make a little bit and then get an NFT and so forth. But theoretically, you can do everything for free.
So this, firstly, I would like to tell you there is nothing free in this world.
Hmm. True. Good
So
point. Good point. Yes.
free to earn is, firstly, there are multiple this can be discussion on top of that. Firstly, the free to earn might be the strategy for the games to acquire the users, because free to earn concept is not a sustainable business. You can
Of
go for
course
like
not.
6
Yeah.
months, 12 months, or 8 months. You can't go after that. Or if you want to go after that, then you need to manipulate your token. That's for sure. This is what couple of players in the market is being doing. But the thing is, free to earn might be a strategy to acquire the users, but this is not a sustainable business, where a sustainable business need a revenue. It shouldn't be free to earn, it
Of
should be
course.
paid
Yeah.
to. That can be a $1, just pay for like a $1. That makes sense. This business is making something on your plate. But if business is nothing making and it is giving you a social service, that means something is fishy in that project.
Yeah, absolutely. That is why many NFT projects that then don't have revenue and don't have a sustainable business model, they base
Exactly.
their idea on mostly hype and basically their token being worth more, so they can pay the users that already joined, and so by selling a new token for more, they can pay more users, and therefore creating basically what is called a Ponzi
Exactly.
scheme. Uh,
Exactly. True.
so, why don't you maybe help us a little bit better understand how is play to earn, how does it work in Web 3.0, and what is a sustainable business model, and then maybe link it also to what you're doing at Predict 88 and how is that adding value to the Web 3.0 space?
So yeah, so first thing is how play to earn will be the sustainable thing. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say there's a platform who's letting user to play any type of game on their platform. Either they take a single dollar, or they take like $100, whatever they want to take in. That should be a minimum fee. But at least they are making something on the transactions. That means that business or that project will never stop until or unless there's the fishy management kind of stuff. How businesses work always in the positive cash flow. If there's a negative cash flow in the business, that business doesn't work. With the same sense, everyone needs to understand that play to earn is better than free to earn. At least you have that surety that this business is going at a certain level. That's the concept for the token holders as well. Actually, what right now people are doing, as you said, people are buying the tokens or the coin on the basis of a hype of the project, but they don't care about the business basics, how they were going to make money. Let's say they just close their round, let's say like a 3 to 5 million. Now the thing is, they utilize that 5 million to acquire that user free to kind of thing. What after 1 year, if they are not able to raise, where the project is going to be? Then always the money is at stake for the end user or the retail investors. So this is my suggestion to all other viewers. Either you are investing in any project, or you are playing anything. Playing is good, but if you are investing something into this P2E games, firstly you need to understand the basics, how business are making money. Second thing is, for the business perspective, you need to understand about the monetization.
Let me just a second, because that's very good point. I mean, this is priceless information. I think before you invest into a play to earn game, it's fundamental to understand how they're generating revenue. Is it from
Exactly.
ads? Is it from subscription? From selling NFTs? From premium something? From whatever? But it has to be something that is sustainable and that can pay for all of the salaries that that company has and for
Exactly.
future growth and so forth. It can't be just I don't know, selling hats or T-shirts or something that's kind of maybe
That's true.
not really doesn't really provide a lot of revenue. Obviously, it depends of the volumes, but uh, all right, now it's a little bit more clear. I wanted to just highlight that. I wanted to highlight that and stop because that's I think that's something that many people don't stop and think about. I was also at a conference lately, and we're talking about why many NFT projects fail. And I had the chance to talk, and I said because many NFT projects don't have a business model. They're just created with an idea of creating something in the future, but there is no strong ground that can actually create a, like you say, a revenue for that business, a business plan, and
Exactly.
all of that things that a business requires. And it's more like a dreamy project, not based on the real world.
This is what I said at the starting. There is nothing free in this world.
Exactly.
Either
Yeah.
they are taking your time, or they're taking your money in form of your investment into the tokens, or they're your NFTs.
Yes, very good way also also of putting it. It's basically having reality glasses when looking at this when these projects either they are there's nothing free, so even a free to earn, play to earn, and all of those titles in the end they're taking away your time in exchange for you utilizing the platform for whatever business model
Whatever you want.
they have
Exactly.
behind.
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah.
man. Awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit? I've been waiting for this. Why don't you tell us a bit about Predict 88 and how you guys are adding value in the space?
Sure, sure. So, Predict Triple Eight is Web3's first prediction market with real odds. We are world's first platform who have built the real-time changing odds on the financial market. It's a combination of iGaming and option trading. In option trading, a user is playing the option pricing for a
Yeah.
certain duration. First thing is we are simplifying that 30-day process to 2 hours, and we have gamified that option trading process. There are millions of users who want to come into the financial market, but there is no right way, and there's a lot of complexity into those financial typical markets.
Mm.
So I belong from a gaming background, so I know, gaming is one of the best way to adopt any product. If you are looking to do any type of the difficult product, just add a gaming element to that. It will become so easy for the adoption. This is what we have done. We have gamified the option trading, where users can predict the price of any crypto assets for very short year duration, and they can.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's beautiful. Okay. No, no, continue. Sorry. Yeah,
yeah,
continue.
yeah. So basically, where they can have a fun of playing that real money games as well, and they can try out the waters of financial markets.
So
And
that's basically just kind of if I can visualize it, that's basically like mm, scalping, basically short term trading with like
yeah, yeah,
maybe
you
seconds or
can see.
minutes where you kind of say
Not
it's
on
going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's
uh,
going to go down, more or less.
is it not on seconds? It's on hours.
Okay.
And it's not just up and down. It's basically up, down, and middle ranges between the range of a crypto assets. So the
Okay.
user can actually taste what the option trading is in very simpler manner.
Okay.
Wherever users can in the option trading, they start from like 100, 500, $10,000. On our platform, they can easily start with $10.
Okay. Yeah.
You just they can just try out our product. They'll love it, like what we have done.
That is awesome. So, which currencies or which currency pairs are being traded right now?
So right now we support Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, and in total we have 5 to 7 cryptos with us.
that are currently being traded.
Exactly, yeah.
Uh, if I can ask you, maybe what is the daily usage of the platform, and how many users connect?
So right now we are in the beta stage, but I
Yeah,
used to run similar platform over there. We have a 500,000 users already.
that is amazing. And you guys have been operating for how long?
For my Web3, it's been like 7 months, but
Okay,
my previous venture we were running from last 4 years.
that is awesome. That is awesome. And what are the next steps for Predict 888?
Yeah. So basically, next step will be adding much more skill based games for the users, and more like easing the user the process for the users onboarding. Like we want to build a platform where all that difficult financial terms should be simplified on our platform in terms of that gaming or a pay to earn gaming, where users can play with any asset on any asset and can make profit on whatever crypto they want to play. So it's not a free to earn, it's a play to earn.
Understood. So we also have a comment from Umer Mirza. I apologize again if I'm butchering. He says that this is a really interesting concept, and he's surprised by the already 500,000 of users that you guys have. I wanted to ask you: is it is it? Do you need fiat currency, or can you use cryptocurrency to trade
I
on
know.
your platform?
Right now we support cryptocurrencies only, but later on with the demand of our customers, we'll definitely do that as well.
So you guys basically build a Web 3.0 platform where you can do option tradings on different cryptocurrencies, and you
Exactly.
have transform it in such a way that it's gamified. So that when you said gamified, do you earn rewards when you do something, or how does the gamification part work?
So, so in the option trading, what you are doing, you are predicting a price of an option in very difficult manner for 15 days. On my
Okay.
platform, you can predict the price of any asset for very short duration in just two single steps.
Okay. Okay. Making it basically accessible pretty much for everybody. That is
Exactly.
that is awesome. So I'll include the link to the platform in the description of the comments. If there is any welcome bonus or anything, feel free to share it with me. I will include it also in the description for any new users joining. I also wanted to ask you, uh, what other platforms do you think in the play to earn space are worth attention, are interesting? And then after that, I was going to ask you, what other platforms do you think may be overhyped or actually be just scams, but people don't really know about? Because I think it's important to warn about potential scams in the Web 3.0 space, especially in the play to earn industry, because it's something that attracts many gullible people that think of easy profits, but actually end up sacrificing loads of time and potentially also money. So maybe let's start with the nice side and then finish with the kind of the tricky side.
For this question, I don't have the exact name, like which project should perform or on which project we should keep our eye on. But I'll tell you the basics where if you are if you are identifying any projects, which things you need to keep in mind, so that will give you a certain percentage that this one is a better than another one. Because and the best part now to identify the project is it's the beer market, and beer markets build a great products.
Mm.
First point is, if you're looking for any type of projects, just look it into their DAO. DAO means the daily active users. How much daily active users do they have? What type of transactions they were doing on daily basis, weekly basis, or 15 days? And do track their team and the social media
There's no question
channels.
regarding the transactions. What kind of transactions should people looking for? Transfer means approval. Like what kind of
It could
just
be. It could
Anything.
be any. It could be
Okay.
anything. In this, I would like to add one more point. First thing is, one platform whose ticket size is $1, then they might have 1,000 transactions. And if on the other side, the one platform whose average transaction is $100, if they have a 20 transactions, then you shouldn't care about the 20 transactions. You need to care about the
The
numbers.
volume. Yeah.
Because volume, yeah, exactly, the volume. Reason being is those volume is going to help that business to grow. First thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's very good. That's very good point. Meaning that, uh, let me not give you some specific names or companies, but let me give you some guidelines, such as
Exactly.
the number of transactions, the number of users that the project has, the theme of the project, how much money potentially maybe they raised, meaning how much reserves they have left, and how much runway they would have left if they publicly raised 1-2 millions like 3 years ago. That
That's a
runway is
really good
probably,
point of that, how much the amount that has been left with the project for a longer runway. Like
yeah,
either they are going to sustain for 6 months or 12 months. As you have seen, the projects which were doing pretty good last year is nothing right now in the beer market. Reason being, they have used all their funds, and when there's a bear market, like that projects vanish from the market. So you
yeah,
need to understand that a project have sufficient funds for a longer roadmap. Like they have a funds that need to be utilized for like next 12 months if they haven't raised anything. Plus, the main thing is the tractions, like what type of tractions do they have. And one thing more I would like to tell you, you should keep on tracking the growth of a project as well. How much growth are they getting? That can be in terms of user base, product. It can be the innovation, or what type of the people are coming into the company. So you should keep on tracking that growth. I would say don't put money into any projects that will be will be scale, but you think that you are actually the owner of that project because you have hold a pie into that.
yeah. That makes also sense, because theoretically, you should be part of the governance with a token, and also
Exactly.
be more part of that project. We have a question from Umer. What do you see in the theme of the project? Please share a few guidelines, as most teams are now to the Web 3.0 space.
So basically, first thing I would like to tell, just see the founders' background about what have they done previously, like what industry they have belonged from. Because right now, what I am building, I belong from similar industry to my previous business, and similar industry to my previous business as well. With the same way, you need to identify like what is the genuine background of the founders is, because in nowadays it's so easy to build your own background on LinkedIn because everyone know LinkedIn. Don't go for
Yeah,
LinkedIn. Just search about the founder on internet. There might be any type of articles about, even go for their previous products as well. Like what's the response of their previous product, how the user, if users liked the previous product, then this time he's gonna kill the market. But if the previous product is not that much good for the user's perspective, then he might have to struggle for the web3 product as well. But that doesn't mean that founder cannot make it. He can make it, but you still need to identify these type of things. And then who are the teammates and who are the advisors who are actually advising the projects, because at the end we are putting money on people, not on the projects. We bet on the people, not on the business. This is a very old sentence.
yeah, yeah, yeah. In many accelerators, they say that uh, it doesn't really matter about the idea. It's more about the people that are creating the idea. If they're
Exactly.
passionate about what they're doing, that's great. But if they were working on something else, they would still be successful because of their
That's
ethic, business ethic, approach, knowledge, know-how, and so forth. Uh, that was a very good answer. I wanted to just maybe bring a little bit of light on the last thing that you said, meaning that don't just look at the LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn profile is a lot of fake profiles, and basically pretty much anybody can write Forbes 40 under 40, Forbes 30 under 30,
Yeah,
and people just, oh my God, this guy is Forbes 30 under 30, and he has created this, and maybe 90% of people don't really check if that
exactly.
is actually true. Yes, 10 do, but then those 10 out of 100,000, it doesn't really matter. The scam is still kind of a success. So what you said is basically take a look around, on just search on Google, see if they're actually Forbes 30 under 30, they will show up in Forbes and in other articles as well, not
That's
just auto-proclaimed on LinkedIn.
yeah,
And LinkedIn seems to have hundreds of Forbes 30 under 30. So
exactly,
so
exactly.
it's very
The forms
confusing.
only have 30. On LinkedIn, there are thousands.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was planning on auto-proclaiming myself as well, but I think it's just ridiculous. There should be more transparency, and I also think that with the Web 3.0 space, sooner or later we are going to have more transparency. I want to ask you any closing thoughts on the Play to Earn, advice, suggestions, links, anything that you would like to share.
Firstly, I would like to tell about the complete gaming industry. The one who's the builder in the gaming industry, the one who's the gamer. The gaming market is going to be huge. Half of the world, 3 billion people play games online. I'm not talking about the Web3. It's a whole online gaming industry I'm talking about. The market is growing 20% each year. Whatever you are doing in the gaming space, keep on building, keep on doing. Your time will come.
That is beautiful. That is actually beautiful, beautiful advice. But I would like to extend that to anybody that is building a platform or a tool or any kind of solution for work. Gamify it, just like you said in the beginning. Make it rewarding, make it challenging, make it so that users can grow and not just feel like they have to do a task on that platform, but that they are rewarded for using that platform, that they learn something for using, and so forth. So gamify it, like you said, like you did with something very complex like options trading in crypto, especially. Yeah, it can be done with so many easier platforms and have a great success.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for this priceless information that you have shared today on the show. And yeah, I want to wish you a great day and thank everybody that has been watching us. We had quite a few viewers in this live stream. Just remind everybody that all of the links, Vishesh contact information and webpage and any relevant information is going to be in the description down below. So yes, thank you everybody and have a great day. Thank you,
All
Vishesh.
right. Bye bye. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.